I just realized the music wasn't playing. My bad. It sounds so good too. You guys didn't get to hear that the whole time. How sad. But hello. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Captain Quasar, and welcome back to another live stream. The music's a little loud today. Just a bit. But we're right there at the end anyways. But I do have some great stuff to talk about, some Instagram posts, some Reddit posts, and a couple videos to look at. And I do actually have a fun poll ready to go. So you're going to pick one power that only works sometimes. So this is a power that you can use anytime you want, but it's only going to work on occasion. And so the options are teleportation, invisibility, the ability to talk to animals, or conjure any food. So again, you pick one power, but it only works sometimes. So you can use it whenever you want. It's not like there's like a cooldown period or anything. You can go up and just start talking to animals, but they're only going to talk back to you or be able to understand you sometimes. You can conjure any food, but it's like, if you're trying to help some homeless person, you might try and like conjure up a sandwich for them, and then it just doesn't work. And then you look even crazier than them. What are you going to do then? But yeah, so pick one power that only works sometimes. Start the poll. Getting that started. How's everybody doing today? Maybe that should have been the poll. Everybody having a good day? We have some great Instagram posts to start with. I was going to call them Instagram stories, but that's not what they are at all. So we're going to start here. This is Marilyn Light 6. This is one of my new faves.
I'm going to ask you one more time to put the gun down.
It's just you and me, Copper. You can't do a thing.
Annabelle's in the hospital, and chances are she won't pull through.
Oh, she's just being dramatic.
You pushed her down the stairs. Come on, brother. It's time to turn yourself in.
Brother? I'm not your fucking brother. You're a fucking Uncle Tom working with those white guys. You ain't got a clue how it is.
You're right, I ain't your brother. Because no brother of mine would beat a woman to within an inch of her life.
And I'll do it
and
to
then
you.
shove her down the stairs like a pile of laundry.
I'll do the same to you.
How does it feel to have the tables turned? Not good, right? Let's get your piece of shit ass downtown.
You can't do a thing.
I love her so much. She only has 334 followers. She's very niche, but she's a great actress. She really gets into character.
Aha! You're thinking about her.
What? No.
Yes, you are. You get your stupid look in your eyes whenever.
Okay, so what if I am? It's not like I've got a chance.
Oh, don't sell yourself short.
She's the most popular girl in school. And even if I did get her alone, I wouldn't know what to do.
You mean you haven't?
Let's just say the most a girl's ever touched me was tag on the playground. In kindergarten.
Oh, that's brutal. Just brutal. You could always try the 757.
She looks confused about what she just read.
What?
That was my thought.
Yeah, it's the coolest new movie. You just...
I think I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Not at your age.
The 757, is that a sex move I haven't heard of? Is that the positions? It's like the 60, it's like a 69. Interesting.
Hey, Caternator.
I asked you to stop calling me that.
Deep down, I think you like it.
Yes, very, very deep down.
What's got you so glum, chum?
If you must know,
We do need to know.
it's because I don't have a date for homecoming.
Yeah.
Oh
That's a
no! Big bummer.
What?
Big L.
You do?
Sure. Asked Madison last night.
Great. If you have a date, that means everyone in the entire school has a date.
I hear Marty from 5th period English doesn't. Which may be due to the fact that he picks his nose and eats it.
Ooh, gross.
Beggars can't be choosers, or pickers, or whatever.
Can you please?
I love that in all of her videos you can hear the subtle hum of the vents. It really brings it all together.
Just leave me alone to my misery.
Listen, full disclosure, I didn't ask Madison. I just wanted to make you jealous.
Jerk.
Actually, I was hoping to ask you.
Oh.
Oh. Just that one ending. They always end kind of great. Oh, it's like she cuts it off. She's like, I didn't like my next line. My delivery wasn't good enough. But she hasn't been doing it very long. I guess she started as a late birthday present to me.
I just don't know if it was something I wanted or not.
Well, did you lead him on?
Annie, you have known me my whole life. I promise you I didn't lead him on.
Aw, babe. I'm so sorry.
That asshole. He pressured me. He lied to me. I said no. Who does he think he is? These fucking scholarship athletes who can get away with anything. I swear to God, the next time he touches me, I'm going to chop off his dick with a pencil.
That doesn't seem like the right instrument for that. But I was also going to say, this AI is a pretty good actor.
So, are you going to go through with this abortion?
Well, I'd have the baby if
What
if you'd have it with me.
Aw.
Allison, Megan, Paige, Natalie.
I still don't understand how you can con so many women into going out with you.
It's not a con, baby. These looks are 100% natural.
Oh, come on. I can see right through you.
What? You think you're immune to my charms?
After 6 years of friendship, I know every disgusting habit and every mortifying secret you possess. And that strange obsession with Ricky Martin? Oh, come on.
Don't tell them about my Ricky Martin obsession.
Yeah, I'm immune.
Chance Chardonnay, double espresso, Zoe, and Timmy.
What?
The name of your perfume, your favorite type of wine, how you take your coffee, and the names you already, crazily, picked for your children. I'd say I know a thing or two about you as well.
Wow.
Say yes to dinner with me at Hugo's?
Ah, my favorite.
Restaurant. I know.
These are really good. Keep it up, Marilyn. Everybody go check her out. Give her a follow. She's brand new to this Instagram game. I see her popping off real soon. My hair is looking insane. But I kind of like it. But one second, I realized I left my drink off to the side here. I poured a full drink and then left it. Got to keep the conversation going, though. I'm still here, you see. Still talking. off the top. It's not picking me up at all. Too far away. But I'm back now. It's too full. Slurp, slurp, slurp. See, I don't go to the barber. I just let my hair do what it does. It grows out, and then I shave it short, and then I just go kind of back, and it all kind of goes up. Works for me. But this is WeaverJrJohn. Maybe it's WeaverJohn Jr. 63, but WeaverJrJohn 63.
In some places, there is the portable hairdryer into the coffee pot, the refrigerator, and the DVD TV.
Okay. So in some places, there is a portable hairdryer, and there's a coffee maker, did you say a DVD, or you said a refrigerator, a microwave, and a TV? He's just talking about right here. Got an air fryer. He's got it all.
That you can Really? And that can be also as a steam cleaner heating device to go.
I'm not really a cigarette consumer. Am I crazy, or was this cigarette like 90% filter?
In some places, there is the portable hairdryer into the coffee pot, the refrigerator, and the DVD
Oh no, okay. I think it's just like a brown cigarette.
TV. That
Okay.
you can Really?
Look at it though. That looks like it's like an all filter.
And that can be also as a steam cleaner heating device to go. And
You know, I've never thought about that, using a hairdryer as a steam cleaner. Yes. Bobby Lee Hickman. Bobby Lee Hickman at your service. It's Sunday. It's not. It's Wednesday. Forgot what day it is. It's Wednesday, and I love going to the libraries on Wednesday. He loves going on Sunday. I'm playing on the computer. If I saw this guy playing on the computer at the library, I'd go talk to him, have a question. Like, hey, where'd you get your haircut done? Trying to find a new barber. But here, let's hear what he has to say.
Greetings, everybody. Today is library day. It opens at 1, it closes at 5, and I've got to be the first one through the door to get the computer that I like. So, it's a little after 12 now. I gotta go.
He's got to make it to the library on time. I'd be concerned if he wasn't wearing a shirt. I'd be more concerned if he wasn't wearing pants, which I think he might not be. Either he's riding them super low or he's not wearing pants either. So hopefully he puts on some clothes before going to the library. Hopefully he puts on some clothes before stepping outside. We really got to think in steps here. But if that enraged you, if that pulled something out of you that you forgot existed, here's a technique you can use to release your anger. Jackman.pat. Next 4-day workshop. May 7th through 10th. Sebastopol? I haven't heard of that. Sebastopol, California. June 5th through 8th, 2026. Duravel, France. Oh. Probably not California then. That makes more sense. Maybe though. You never know. What's the flight? But releasing anger. Here's how it's done.
Oh, God. Oh. That's your body too at once.
Oh, Sebastopol is in California. Oh, it's by Oh, it's by Santa Rosa. Interesting.
That's it. Go towards it. Yep.
God!
Yep.
Fuck
Yes.
you! Fuck you fucking bitch! I fucking hate you! Fuck! Fuck! Oh my god! Fuck! Oh, I'm so fucking tired of it!
Me in the car on the freeway. Me when I'm stuck in bumper to bumper traffic. I shouldn't have listened to this on my speakers today. I'm sorry. I need to give more warnings. It was releasing anger, though. It's okay. Everybody needs to hear this. Everybody needs to see this. It's human. It's the human condition. Me when I get killed when trying to use my ultimate power. I hate when that happens. When I go chiaotzu and just explode. I just woke up from a nap to this. We'll do the same. You wake up from a nap and you start convulsing and screaming. Don't worry, I won't replay it. I saw somebody posted this on the H3 subreddit as well, and I saw the original post. Do you not have it? I think it's this one.
Turns out you can still get a ticket for driving with a device in your right hand, even if you don't have a right hand.
Alright, man. So you're gonna receive a citation for wireless communication device handheld while driving. We gotta put the phone down as we operate a motor vehicle.
Oh, and you put on there that you saw me with my right hand holding it, yeah?
I did not put that. No, if you want to take it to
But
court,
that's what you said when you pulled me over, yes? That you saw me holding my device with my right
I'm not
hand.
disagreeing with you. Yes, that's what I said.
Okay.
Yes. So if you want to take it to court,
And that's what you saw?
that's what I said.
That's
yes.
what you said you saw?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. If you
Okay.
want to take it to court, option 5 on the back of the ticket, that's how you take that ticket to court. Do you
Okay.
have any questions for me?
No, thank you.
Have a good day.
Turns out
Damn, she just probably fucked up her phone, not gonna lie. But here is the update that she had just given a few hours ago. Apparently she's supposed to be in court today, I think.
for driving with a device in our right
Yeah, so we have court tomorrow for driving with a device in our right hand. So I hate Instagram. It doesn't ever start at the right part.
hand. But they just sent me the body cam footage, so I thought you guys might like a little treat before tomorrow.
It doesn't bother you, huh? Yeah, a lot of times she says.
Maybe it's different because I'm a girl.
Hello, ma'am. Hey, good morning. I'm Deputy Gasala with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. Recently, you're being pulled over in the city of Lake Worth today. We're doing an operation for distracted driver, and you drove past me holding the phone with your right hand, manipulating that phone. I mean,
It's just even better to just perfect, truly perfect. You couldn't write better stuff.
I saw you with the phone in your hand.
Not. So you want to just call this a day? Or?
I don't want to call it a day. You had a hand up
You
manipulating
just
the
said
phone.
my right hand.
Well, I thought I saw you with your right hand. You
so
had a
you
hand
didn't.
up. The right hand. I saw you
So you
manipulate
didn't.
with the right hand, perhaps not, right? But I saw
But
you.
you didn't see me with my right
Okay,
hand.
so are you
saying that you saw me with my
I
right hand?
know what I just said. I know what I just said. I'm asking you now. Did you yeah, or not have your phone on your hand?
I did not.
You did not have your phone in your
I
hand.
did not.
Hand to God, you didn't have your phone in your hand.
Hand to God.
The other hand to God, you don't have
Hands with God, apparently.
your phone in your hand.
Hand to God.
I like that he made her use her hand. He said, I didn't say nubs to God. That's not what I said.
Because Cool. You have your driver's license, registration,
Yes,
and
I
insurance
do.
with you?
So we have court tomorrow for driving with a device in our right.
I think he said, I'm not disagreeing with you. I think he said that I'm not disagreeing with you. Yes, I did say that. So it's just stupid because the guy's just probably not going to show up to court and it'll just get thrown out and then she'll win and the ticket will get thrown out too. But having to waste the day in court is what's annoying. It's really stupid. Stump to God. Put it up. Just, there's not much to say about this, to be completely honest, but I do think that I think one of the biggest issues with police in general is the fact that they it was this one. I'm just stupid. It was it's all like ego driven. It's always an ego issue. It's never like it's never anything more than that. Like, it's always just someone with too big of an ego that finally got a little bit of a position of power. That isn't even necessarily, it's like you have a power, but with great power comes great responsibility. To quote the great Ben Parker. But I do think that in general, it's like, you know, bullies growing up and people that were bullies, like that were bullied, becoming bullies. Kind of the same. But maybe we'll get a part 3 where she's like, they didn't show up to court. I won. But it was pretty funny though. The hand to God part is my favorite part. And when they were talking about this the other day, did they show this clip? Because this was the best update.
Hand off my penis! Did someone actually grab you on the penis that day?
Nah.
Okay, well, why did you say that then?
Because I'm being arrested. You should be able to say things like that, shouldn't you?
He's got a point. While I'm being arrested, I should be allowed to say whatever I want. I'm not under oath. Prove me wrong.
There was a rumor that part of the reason for the rant was that you were trying to get booked into an insane asylum.
Oh, I said that, yeah.
You said that to the ABC?
Yeah.
Were you talking shit?
Yeah, of course. But I have been in an
insane asylum.
Yeah, they got me.
Get your hand off!
They got me. It's because you were saying that they were grabbing on your penis when they weren't. They were like, he's getting these phantom pains. Throw him in the loony bin. The only way. Has anybody here seen The Dummy Detective Movie at thedummydetectivemovie.com? I think it's also available on Tubi. Might need to check this one out.
Watch one movie this year, watch Sinners. But if you watch 2 movies this year, watch Sinners and The Dummy Detective. Go to thedummydetectivemovie.com for the links to all the channels where you can watch it. If you
Wow. The Dummy Detective. This is not a sponsored ad placement. I just think this is such a funny concept.
That's one of the things that was so important, and luckily we had that. A very dedicated cast, a very dedicated crew. We were under a time crunch, very tight budget, 11-day shoot. Everybody had to be working together very well, and it was very intense on...
It's a movie about a ventriloquist dummy being a detective. Don't act like it's that deep, my friend. Making a movie is always going to be hard, don't get me wrong. But look at him right here. This is your star.
set, but everybody was dedicated.
He didn't even need hair and makeup
To that. That's one of the things that was so important, and luckily we had that. A very dedicated cast, a very dedicated crew. We were under a time crunch, very tight budget, 11-day shoot. Everybody had to be working together very well, and it was very intense on set, but everybody was dedicated to that. That's one of the things.
It was very intense on set. I wish there was at least one clip. Oh, is this him out of costume?
Floyd, what did you do on Mother's Day? I visited my mother and we watched the...
Imagine being like, I'm a ventriloquist dummy, I'm an actor, I'm going to become a detective for this role. It looks like two different dummies, but still. That's my headcanon.
I wanted it to be unclear to the audience, just as it was unclear to Trillo. Trillo struggling with his fear about whether the puppet's taking over, and then Elliot Black is like a warning tale to him.
Yeah, we're getting spoilers here. He's spoiling the whole movie. So it's like the puppet's it becomes a part of him. It's like Goosebumps. It's like the dummy mixed with the mask. Whoa. Oh wait, sorry, it started already. So this is What Do You Mean?
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Do-do-do-do-do. I am not okay. What did you just say? Do-do-do-do-do.
Do-do-do-do-do.
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Do-do-do-do-do. I am not okay. What did you just say? Do-do-do-do-do.
So what do we think? Sally Sweet Songs? Up next.
I take one look at you, you're taking me out of the ordinary. I want you to lay me down till we're dead and buried.
Range.
Oh no, did I get too close? Oh, did I almost see what's really on the inside? Oh.
I'm just saying. Some people aren't ready for this type of music. Album of the summer. In this one. She's singing. I'm a little bit confused by this feature, but hey. This one's my favorite, though, for sure.
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Do-do-do-do-do. I am not okay. What did you just say? Do-do-do-do-do.
That's kind of how I felt about this song, I'm not gonna lie. Just saying. And then we have, I think this is just this must just be a repost of this. Sometimes there's these accounts that'll just be one meme that they'll post every single day. They're only on day 2. But here we go.
If you touch me, I'm sorry. If you put up your Roblox, then I'm gonna pull up in a Ferrari, and then I'm gonna kill you every time you log in. I'm gonna pull up with a Ferrari.
And this is yet another example of why you should put parental blocks on your kids' tablets and devices. You don't want this posted. They don't want this posted when they get older.
If you touch me, I'm sorry. If you put up your Roblox, then I'm gonna pull up in a Ferrari, and then I'm gonna kill you every time you log in. I'm gonna pull up with a Ferrari.
He knew that was a bar, so he had to re-say it. To run that line back.
If you touch me, I'm sorry. If you put up your Roblox, then I'm gonna pull up in a Ferrari, and then I'm gonna kill you every time you log in. I'm gonna pull up with a Ferrari.
He's gonna pull up with the Ferrari and kill you on Roblox every time you log in. I really wouldn't mess with him. I'm just gonna say that. We'll leave it there. Oh, and then we have Ralph Whistle. I think I've shown Ralph Whistle before, but if you haven't seen, listen to Ralph Whistle. go follow Ralph Whistle. He's truly a master of what he does. How does he do it? I have no clue. He's just a bird.
Mr. Matrix Man.
Oh, okay, this is even better.
Why you take that son away from me? Mr. Matrix Man.
Mr. Matrix Man. Throughout the whole world, we don't need government. Think about it. You put a governor on the engine of your race car. What does it do? What it does is it restricts that engine from running to its full potential. Kickcock. I don't know why. Okay. Actually acts like it's just another fake illegal government illegal to our sovereignty. All I do on Kickcock is post whistling videos every day because I'm the world's greatest whistler. Undeniably so. The fans love it when I whistle other people's shit, and it restricts me to videos under 60 seconds. Otherwise, they claim I'm infringing on others' copyrights. All government has to be taken down by the people throughout the whole world.
Yay, I got a subscriber.
It's lit. Thank you, Sarah, for the 3-month Quasars Cadets. I always forget how to say that, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. Not any of the words in there. It's just the phrasing. I always mess up. I can tell you today that Kickcock is operating under a government authority. Government authority, just like the corrupted fake governments and just us maritime courts and just, I think it means U.S. maritime court system. They all work for the Matrix Man. So in turn, it's here to keep us enslaved in the third dimensional realm through nefarious acts. Please try to prove me wrong. Please share these thoughts throughout the internet. All it can do is help others. You're right. You're right, Ralph Whistle. Ralph Whistle.
You son of a gun, you took the sun away from me.
Prove him wrong. Prove him wrong. Prove him wrong. Do it.
Your days are up, motherfucker.
Prove him wrong.
Because you done messed with me. Mr. Matrix.
Oh, Ralph. Oh, Ralph.
Hey, everybody.
Now I'm a little confused, though. Did they get him? Or no, that one was also pinned, I think, maybe? I never cease to amaze myself. That's how I feel every day. When I wake up, I look in the mirror and I just say, wow. Wow. Is this him? Is this really what he looks like? I don't know, Ralph. I don't know. American Kettle Sour. Shorts Brew. Whistling in this fashion is not a very flattering imagery, I have to say. And finally, we have Hayat for mayor. This is Umar Hayat. Addiction is not a joke. Families are hurting, downtown businesses are struggling, and too many people feel unsafe. As mayor, I will fight for treatment, recovery, housing, and safer streets for everyone. He put all these different cities, Miami, LA, New York, Canada, Vegas, USA, Toronto, Vancouver, Winnipeg. Hayat for mayor. I'm pretty sure he's running in Winnipeg. I think he's running as a liberal. Liberal. Well, let's check it out. This is people battling addiction need help. Communities need safety. We can do both. Hayat for mayor. Hayat for mayor. Shout out. And this was also really funny.
Oh, I see. This is fentanyl? Okay, nice. How this fentanyl work? Can I take it?
No, we can't. No.
Can I take it? Yes? No? I don't know if it actually is, like, if it can be activated through oral ingestion, but I almost think that they were just like, don't take my fentanyl. That's all I have left. What are you doing? This is fentanyl. Nice. Can I take it? They're angry. They said, I gave it to you. I trusted you.
Oh, I see. This is fentanyl? Okay, nice. How this fentanyl work? Can I take it?
No, we can't. No.
Oh, I see. This is fentanyl? Okay, nice. How this fentanyl?
I'm tripping out in the chat right now. What is this comment you got? What is this? Was that someone's username? Oh, wait, what? Oh, it does translations now? This translation is funny. What are you trying to do? Unk tries fent. What are you trying to do? Translated from Unk does fent. Unk tries fent. I was so confused with this, why this was translated. I was like, none of these have ever been translated before. But I guess YouTube's trying a new translation feature. That was really confusing to me. Sorry. Got stun locked for a second. But here's a little something. We're on to Reddit now. Yeah, AI. AI's getting to us. Yeah, I typed that in English. I don't know. It's really weird. It's just the AI thought you were speaking in some weird language. I don't know what Unk tries fent. What language would that be? Let me try Google Translate. Google Trans. Let's see what it translates it from. It's the official language of Andorra, which is a very small country. It's Catalan. Look at this. Catalan. Unk tries fent. What are you trying to do? 9. I was. This what? 9. No. This time it was correct, but this time, oh, it's because you spelled it wrong. But, or I guess it depends. Maybe you were spelling it right. Okay. We're getting all the translations now. This is perfect. Now we'll get live foreign translation too. So I'll get because I have a couple streams, I think. Sorry, we're going on a tangent here. I have a couple streams. Oop, that's not here. There. I'm pretty sure, like, let me see. This one. Some of them have like foreign languages. Oh, does this one not? Which ones do? How do I know which ones do or don't? I remember it was recent, and I thought it was funny because you could just listen to me in Arabic. Oh, this one doesn't either. How frustrating. Come on, get my translations right, YouTube. I need to be spread to the biggest audience possible. I wonder what decides it, because it was for a few. It was happening for a few streams, surprisingly, so I don't know what decides whether or not it'll translate it or not.
That's a BL grave. How a nigga's neck look like that on Geo? Damn, can't fall? Oh, yeah, you look like the nigga off Fantastic Four.
I hope this fixed everyone's posture. It's 2050 and you spot Ethan at Denny's. Honestly, I'm a little bit mad at the cameraman because you shouldn't be recording random people in public unless you're going to walk up to them with questions. It's okay to do some gonzo journalism. Get in there, sit down with them, be like, so how does this work? But literally, I'd be like, can you just lift your head up real quick? Really fast. I just need to see. Can you look at me?
Nigga's neck look like that on Geo. Damn, can't fall? Oh, yeah, you look like the nigga off Fantastic Four. Stretch Elastic Man.
Crazy. And also roasting him while he walks by. Even crazier. But yes. Heads back. That's what I'm saying. Filming people in public is a no-go. But going up to them and asking them questions, that's an interview. That's completely different. You gotta ask them, you go, hey, can I get an interview with you really quick? Please, why me? Why do you think? How do I break this to you? How? I saw somebody say this recently, and I think that it's an interesting concept. Instead of taking videos of people, we should draw them. You draw them later to illustrate what you saw. And I think that's a fun idea. But then it'll only eat away at people's insecurities because they will be like, is this supposed to be me? That's what I look like to people. You'll never know. It would be nice if he could bend it backwards, like if he could go this far backwards. That would be interesting. That's somehow creepier. Drawing them's creepier. Why? I'm just going based on memory. Doing my own little fan art of random people. I used to draw my professors in class when bored. Did you ever give any to them? Be like, hey, just a little fan art for you. I can only imagine Cheryl's reaction to the whale carcass. This is RFK Jr., and he's sharing a video of him wrangling snakes on Dr. Oz's patio. And you can hear Cheryl in the background freaking out because why wouldn't you be? He just doesn't handle them well. It's not even the fact that he's grabbing snakes, because like people do that. It's how he does it, and the fact he just keeps getting bit over and over and over again. They're non-poisonous, but still.
Yeah. Why?
So, what are they? Well, they were having sex, so what were they? What are they?
Were they having sex? They were not having sex. They are fighting.
Yeah.
Unless he already startled them. Because I thought maybe they were having sex when they started wrapping around each other. But that's usually what they'll do when they're on the ground. But they could also just be trying to get more leverage off of each other here.
Well, they were having sex, so what were they?
They're not moccasins. They are black. Someone said what they were in the comments, I think, or maybe it was in the original video I saw. There's some type of non-poisonous black snake, but I do like the idea of that's not what they're called. Like, that is what they're called, but imagine that's not the actual technical name. What are they? Black snakes. He's just like, look at them. Duh.
They're not moccasins.
Oh. Okay.
Are they biting?
Yeah.
Honey, let it go. Oh my god.
Jesus, the mouths are huge.
Please. Bobby, please. Oh god.
You're coming up with
The whole thing is this, right? Is like, this wouldn't be that crazy. It's like, yeah, it's a crazy video. It's wild. Put him down. Go, you know, throw him over the fence or whatever you need to do. I don't know. It's like, if you're just trying to get them off the property, I don't know why you're just holding them around. But you're clearly like distressing them more in the situation, and just throw them over the fence. No, but It is like, I don't think like if your neighbor did this or something, you'd be that crazed. Like, I don't think anyone would care that much. But it's the idea of it being like a high-ranking official just being cool, getting bit up by snakes, clearly not handling them right, being like, look, I got them though. I caught them. That's all that matters. He literally acts like a toddler, but all of his like nerve endings are dead. So it's like he didn't notice he got bit until he looked at it. He's like, oh, I'm bleeding. And then he just kept doing what he was doing. I saw that snake clip earlier. He probably ate them. You know, I hadn't thought about that. That is a possibility as well.
Okay.
Are they biting?
Yeah.
Honey, let it go. Oh my god.
Jesus, the mouths are huge.
Please. Bobby, please. Oh god.
Wild stuff. But now we have a few things from the H3H3 Productions subreddit, r/H3H3 Productions, if you didn't know. But the Pope has apologized to Nate. So I didn't know about this. Oh, look, I'm on top of him. Mwah. Mwah. Aw. The little cheeks. Just a cute little wiggler. While he's talking, I'll wiggle with him. But this is in relation to the whole Rae situation. If you haven't seen my stream from yesterday, we talked about a lot. We discussed it. I didn't realize how long that actual segment was. But I suppose there was a bit to discuss there. But this is just kind of an interesting little tidbit that kind of came from that, I suppose. And here's what happened though, so I'll let him talk.
People have been telling me raid Nate. So I, instead of raiding the normal people who stream after me, saw that Nate was live because I had subscribed to him recently. And it was the first time I had an opportunity to raid Nate. Now, I did not know that when I raided Nate, it was during this segment. I sincerely apologize to Nate because I did not mean to drop like another 1,000 people in his chat during the most strenuous part of his stream. I had no fucking idea what I was doing. I didn't click into it. It wasn't titled that way. At one point, he makes a statement saying, everybody who came here to gawk at this can leave. And I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. Does he hate me? What happened? And I scrolled back and I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to raid into the most strenuous part of your show. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Good stuff. There's nothing really to apologize for there. It was good intention, and he clearly didn't realize what he was doing. But I will say that Nick's audience, the Pope's audience, is definitely one that would make a stressful situation more stressful. At least in this context, I could definitely see that. So I get why he felt the need to apologize, but I just thought that was kind of funny because I feel like when I was skimming through Nate's stream, because I checked it originally, and Tamara actually did a stream yesterday and kind of talked about it a little bit more. Didn't really give much more information than what we already knew. And I think honestly, the part that I took away from it more so is, again, body language interpreter here. You could just genuinely tell that she's still kind of bothered by it, and not like in the sense of it being like an extremely deep traumatic experience, but it's clearly not something that she's just like moved on from. And so I feel like the way that it's been discussed was also kind of I don't know, I feel like Rae talked about it as though everybody was so past it. Well, I've made my apologies. It's kind of the energy. But like I said, there wasn't a whole lot that she it's not like she like said anything. Oh, the one part that she did say, here, let me see. This part actually was kind of do. Oh. No? That's in there. Let's see. Let's see if "it wasn't" comes up. No. How is dress not in there? Because she made a comment about the dress because Rae posted the short dress that she wore, and Tamara was basically saying that the size of the dress, it being skimpy, was not the issue of what made her uncomfortable. And again, she didn't necessarily like indulge too much more information, but I do think that it at least helped show a bit more of her feelings on the matter. It was just uncomfortable for her, and she probably in theory wanted to clear the air a bit, like Nate, but obviously didn't want a ton of attention brought to it either. But it's hard to do that when you make it public. Tricky situation. Yeah, I think that's kind of the whole idea, because part of it too is like it's clear that they all understand like Rae's situation, and so they don't want to add stressors back onto her as well. And well, I think that's a noble cause. I think that you should correct people when necessary and hold them to task in that way as well. Because there was a moment where Tamara does seem like she's also trying to pass the buck off to the boyfriend, because he called Tamara or texted Tamara, or he called her, left her a voicemail being like, please go pick her up. Kind of like causing this whole situation to happen. And while he does seem like a little bit of a dirtbag for that, still the actual situation happened the way that it did, and so we shouldn't forget about that. I don't know. There was just a bit of it that did feel like they still don't want to necessarily put too much onto Rae. And that's just kind of, like I've said, I'm kind of past it. I did want to talk about this briefly, though, because Tamara made her own statement. I guess here, we'll see if I can catch it. Was this right? Did I get the right time?
Talking in the voicemails.
I was right.
And I wasn't able to get a hold of Rae. But I don't want to say anything specifically that... I don't want to go into detail because I personally have never been blackout drunk. I know people that have. I don't think... I know that Rae probably does not remember, and I don't want to share anything that might embarrass her, or I just don't. I don't want to be mean. That being said, I did not appreciate her sharing on her story what she was wearing that night, because that had literally nothing to do with it. It was not an accidental, wardrobe malfunction. It was a repeated,
And that's kind of what I meant, is that she's clearly saying that it was a repeated pressuring of some sort. Doesn't want to get into too much detail, but I did think that this at least illustrated that, it illustrates that she clearly isn't fully, past it in the ways that, Rae wants to act as though people are able to be. Yeah, and the repeated part, too. When I was a youngin' and got blackout, the few times I did, I cried, LMAO, or injured myself. See, I've seen some people that are bad, sloppy drunks. But I think that, again, it's what it comes down to is when you know that you are a sloppy drunk, because it's not something you just find out when you're in your late 20s. That's something you learn pretty early on. And either being told to you or your own realization. And like I said in yesterday's stream, if it is impacting your life, regardless of what way, whether it be professionally or socially, you should probably quit. Because even if those social impacts are seen as lesser, these people just don't like me when I'm drunk. Oh, well, they're not my real friends though. They can't handle the real me. It's well, okay, well, you're ruining your social relationships. It's not a good thing to have happen, regardless of the level that you're acting at. I wish I was a fun drunk, but I get tired and boring. It depends on where I'm at or what I'm doing. I just don't really like the club. I like dive bars or pool halls, stuff like that. I like things to do. I want to go to a place and be able to have a chat and talk and maybe play a game or something. There's a cool arcade bars. There's a few cool arcade bars. Those are kind of sick. But they need cool arcade machines. Sometimes they're pretty small and they only have a couple pinball machines. But I went to one, it's closed now. It had a bunch of old school arcades, and then it was lined in the front with pinball machines, and they actually just took quarters. It was pretty sick, but I'm not surprised it got closed down because they took actual quarters. But yes, just talking about this briefly because again, I don't want to drag it on too much. I don't think that it's the type of thing that needs to be dragged along. But I do think that it's kind of like I said yesterday, I don't expect anyone else to unfollow her or anything like that. I'm not putting out a call everybody needs to unfollow Rae. I personally unfollowed her because I'm just tired of the drama that seems to be, again, dragged along. And it feels unnecessary. And I hope her the best, and I hope that she can get the help that she needs. And I hope that help that she needs isn't just entirely driven through GoFundMe. But yes, we can move on now to the lawsuits. Lawsuit. Frogan, I've not lost the lawsuit. Lawsuit, not lost suit. What are you talking about? I don't know if I can listen to Frogan for 6 minutes, but we're going to try.
McFrogan? Girl, what? If I was a McDonald's meal, what would I be? A short stack? That's an IHOP. I don't eat McDonald's, bro. I don't eat McDonald's.
McDonald's has pancakes. I don't know what they call them.
McDonald's in so long. Large fry.
I'll put out a call. Unfollow Rae, and if you donated to her within the last 120 days, try to refund at Alex the Fiction. Okay. Hey, if Alex says it, he the GOAT for a reason. You know what I mean? They're called McPancakes. I didn't think about that. You're right. The McPancakes. The McJacks.
Ooh, ew, fish fillet? No way, dude. Speaking of antidepressants, I did finally raise my dose. Shout out to the internet. Shout out to the internet. I raised my dose.
Low-key, it's not like you should feel depressed or anything like that, but when you are in a stressful situation, just like amplifying your antidepressant dose, I don't necessarily think is like, if she got it cleared with her doctor and everything and it's all good, that's all good. But I don't know. I feel like from what I've heard, a lot of the times you'll like end up in more stressful situations and then up your antidepressant dose and then have like end up putting yourself in more of like a manic state as opposed to a depressive state. I would be hotcakes if I was a McDonald's item. Hey, they're called hotcakes. That's even better than a short stack. When I hear that, I just think of Vosh. Not because he's a short stack, but because of prior statements made.
Thank you. Am I going to get banned asking for the allegations? I cannot make a comment at this time, but the lawsuit is still ongoing.
Just the way she's stating it is so funny because she's acting as though she's been like an active participant within it when she has been the one kicking the can down the road. So you've got to you got to tell us a little bit more.
Nobody won, nobody lost.
I'll be Grimace. Can I be Mayor McCheese?
It is still ongoing. They said you lost. Well, they don't know what they're talking about. So. Ooh, these are cute. These are cute. My back hurts. Chad did leg day at the gym today.
These are cute. She was actually talking about Mayor McCheese there.
I did leg day. I did legs. Leggy. Anyways. But yeah, at the end of the day, people don't know what they're talking about. I'm not going to make a comment at this time. But the moral of the story is don't listen to everything you read on the internet. Like,
don't listen to everything you read on the internet. What, you found Court Listener? Internet tabloid.
Like Reddit doesn't know shit. I think they do know. Who's they? Who's they? Seems very simple. It isn't. It isn't, unfortunately. Ooh, my back hurts. But whatever. And at the end of the day,
my back hurts too. Let's see if I can get a crack live on stream. Let's hear. Probably heard the chair more, if anything. But one more time, one more try. That felt pretty good. One of those. We're good. All better now.
Day. No matter what I say, it will be twisted and people will hear what they want to hear and see what they want to see and believe what they want to believe. So there's absolutely no reason for me to say anything. I'm not going to waste my breath. You know?
Honestly, that was probably the smartest thing she could say. Don't believe everything you see online. Why would I say anything? Because everybody's just going to believe what they want. She's got a point. But there is also like the facts of the matter, but they weigh against her. So leaning into that kind of makes sense. It's a smart maneuver.
I could say like what they want to hear and there'll still be a fucking issue. There will still be a goddamn issue with everything. For example, I was supposed to be on Noah's stream the other day. I don't remember when. And, well, I'm not even a politics streamer.
We need Harley's puppet to come in and ask if they can crack. Harley's puppet. Am I lost on something? Here, I can bring out my puppet. One sec. I should use. How you? How you doing? You're all looking great today. My name is Ozo. I got a few jokes of you smokes. And this guy. I'm not that good, I've got to be honest. He's pretty good though. 90% of puppetry is just doing the open mouth. He's like a homeless clown. He's pretty good. Right? I need to get him new sticks though. This one's broken. Real short. Does he always do this? No. Sorry, no. First time jumping in, you're getting a taste of something special. Click off. My bad.
That's the thing. I'm not even a politics streamer. There's public documents and court orders. Then if you read the documents, you'd know what was going on.
Yeah, I don't think she knows. Well, I saw some people saying that the judge accepted the default request. I don't know if that's the case yet. I saw that was what some people were saying. So if that's what she's talking about, maybe. But I know that I know that they at least requested a default judgment, right? They submitted a request for default judgment. Yeah, no statement from the judge yet. I saw a few people saying that it has gone through, so that she has defaulted. And so I guess that's untrue, which is, I guess, fair. But I don't see it necessarily going in her favor in any way when she's just been like, at this point, like ignoring and avoiding service. I feel like it's more than just avoiding, it's like purely ignoring.
Because I read the documents as well. And we're clearly interpreting different things. Yeah, a judgment? There's no judgment.
She's like, That one made her question. She said, wait, what? She's about to go hit up court listener.
Yeah, anyways, I'm done talking about it. I'm done talking about it. When I can make a comment, I will. But right now, I cannot.
This is definitely going to get me a copyright claim because of the Bad Bunny, but hey, it's Frogan.
But whatever.
It's necessary.
Anywho. What was I saying? Have I been to Ebo Night before? Yeah.
Okay, I think she's going on to something else. Why is this a 6-minute clip? I feel like they could have cut this up.
Worry, honey buns. But yeah, it's happening. I'm not flaky. I did go to the movie theater the other day and I watched
why was that last 10 seconds in there? That was not necessary at all. But okay. LOOOOL. Laugh out of over on. Laugh out on over. Whatever. Laugh out loud. Poor little terrorist. How did I read that backwards? Poor little terrorist. My heart breaks for you. Rashid al-Haddad, the Houthi Luffy, for those who need a little reminder, has gone on to say, didn't he make a GoFundMe as well? Am I tripping? I swear he also made a GoFundMe. But he said, I want to inform you that I cannot afford to summon Ethan Klein to court. My case against him will cost me $150,000, and I have only saved $6,700. We will postpone the case, and all files will remain pending until I set up a YouTube channel and start live streaming. Then we will resume supporting my case. I want to emphasize that I will not give up and will wait, even if it takes years. Thank you so much to everyone who has supported my case. I do love the idea that he's like, keep saving up money to sue Ethan Klein. Gaming computer. Sue Ethan Klein for his slander and harassment against me. Gaming PC. I could get top of the line. Get the 3-monitor setup. Ooh. We'll see him streaming in, I don't know, Fortnite soon. He's been raising money for like a year. If he's been raising money and all he's made is $6,700, I'm sorry, bro. Hassan should have done more. Stay strong, little soldier. You'll get him. You'll become the next Hassan. But yes, this is because Ethan has called him a terrorist. Because he was referred to, did not correct, and was continuously referred to as the Houthi Luffy, and was involved in some way in piracy, in some regard. He's a literal pirate. He is. He is the Houthi Luffy. The statute of limitation is 1 year, by the way, you stupid ass pirate. That's pretty funny too. I didn't even consider that. I guess I didn't think about how long it's been since he said that. Hey man, you got to get on it. It's been too long. You kind of got to bite the bullet now. Now all you can do is defame Ethan. So get on it. It's been done before, so people do it all the time, so there's a lot to work with. But now we have a few videos from Lust real quick. These are a couple days old at this point, but their relevance is ever important. So this is exposing Frogan's lawyer's weird testimonials. Why default versus Ethan Klein. Exposing Frogan lawyer weird testimonials. These are both supposed to have S's, right? Frogan's lawyer's weird testimonials? Maybe I'm wrong. Luss is the lawyer. Well, let's get it going. Shout out Luss.
Hey guys, today I'm going to
shout out our man Tony.
Present you a question. Who would take Frogan's case? And what lawyer would take Frogan's case with the understanding that it will go to default and it will be his name on the default? A lot of people have said that default may be the goal to save Hassan and so on. That's very interesting. Maybe in another video we can address the discovery portion of this. But from the legal perspective of a lawyer, you couldn't pay me money to default. Because typically speaking, when you are a lawyer, you're active in one or two courts. And if you're a copyright attorney, you're going to be active in the federal court. This is a review. So I'll get to default a little later. This is an actual review left on AVO for the lawyer. I'm going to read it to you, and you're going to find out how insane this actually is.
See, this is why I love Luss, because he knows about all these channels of getting like a little bit more like insider information. Like, obviously this is all publicly available, but who would think to, I just wouldn't have thought of this as something to do. I guess it's because I'm also not necessarily snark brained on that level. Like, I don't think Luss is snark brained. But the ways in which like the H3 snark has like delved into Ethan's lawyer and like his law partner and like all this stuff, it's just like it's so unhinged. But it coming from Luss is like he's a lawyer, so it makes sense. He works in law, so this is probably just like first thought.
He is. I highly recommend Baha Nika as an attorney. I have a complicated and unusual case that no attorney would take. I contacted at least 15 lawyers. That is a shit ton of lawyers. Some simply turned me down with no explanation, and others claimed that even though it was obvious that my rights had been violated, it would be impossible to prove. The search for representation continued for more than a year, after which I finally gave up, because I was told by several lawyers that the statute of limitation had expired. Then a friend of mine told me about Baha Nika and that I should talk to him. With little hope, I decided to call him. Although the case was not even in his legal specialty, he immediately understood the situation and agreed to take on the case. He explained that there were many other ways to address this situation and that we could still file a suit against the defendant. To complicate matters further, the case took place in Fresno, and Baha lives and works in Los Angeles. The legal community is very tight and cozy in Fresno, and Baha was definitely an outsider. Despite these obstacles, Baha jumped into it and prevailed, doing what no other attorney in Fresno or Los Angeles would ever consider. He worked diligently, always personally keeping me informed of the progress himself, not passing me off to an assistant or secretary for the small stuff. The nature of the case was extremely personal and sensitive, yet Baha displayed tact and professionalism. Before Baha took on the case, I was depressed, angry, and frustrated. I think I would have been bitter all my life about this case if Baha had not stepped in and resolved the issue. We were able to reach a very fair settlement, and now I feel like I was heard and justice was finally done. Now, here is another review on Baha. It's very, very interesting. Baha currently,
I mean, these are positive reviews. I'm wondering where this is going to lead, because these are positive reviews. I mean, they're all 5 stars. Was the last one recent? This one was an older one from March 11th, 2013. And this one, very recent.
Very, very interesting. Braha currently is branding himself as a cannabis trademark attorney, so he certainly has pivoted from whatever he previously was doing. He is incredibly cheap. In fact, I don't know any other IP attorney, I'm an IP attorney myself, with the prices he currently has in today's market. He's charging $950 for a all-inclusive, which would include a 5-year, it's a 5-year package essentially, for $950.
What?
That is crazy.
That is great rates.
Is nuts, right? If you want to know,
great rates, great reviews. Well, this one has 3 stars.
How much money the other lawyers, Denon's lawyers, is getting? Probably each of them. Now there are 3 of them. Each of them is probably being paid $950 per hour. So when they combine forces, you're talking about probably $3,000+ an hour compared to Brahma, who will work for you for 5 years. 5 years, all inclusive. This guy has been a lawyer for a very long time.
He charges on his website are posted as $950 per case. Charging per case is such a funny thing to hear from a lawyer. Yeah, we do $950 a case. What if this is like a years and years and years? That's fine. The $950 is a little misleading only because his website includes no other information when it comes to pricing. It's maybe like a $950 up front, not including some other fees that he ends up tacking on. But I don't know. That doesn't make sense as to how that'd be profitable at all. She hired Saul Goodman before he broke bad. Well, before he went Jimmy. Or I guess before he went Saul, when he was Jimmy.
Reviews are generally positive. There is a 3-star review from 2000.
Or no, Slippery Jimmy's the bat. I'm sorry, I'm getting too into the Better Call Saul reference.
Reviews are generally positive. There is a 3-star review from 2017. How did Frogan find him? Why did Frogan decide to hire this individual? I have no idea. You can speculate that he is very affordable, and that's one way to say cheap. You can speculate that he's the only one who take Frogan case. In fact, the number 1 review he has on his website suggested that a woman looking for a lawyer was rejected at least 15 times, and Braham wasn't even his specialty. It sounds like a tort law. To be honest, I think it's torts, right? The woman was probably injured somewhere, and Brahma, who's not an injury attorney, who is the furthest thing away from a personal injury attorney, decided to take the case. And I guess they received a settlement, and it changed her life. Otherwise, he would have been bitter.
He said, this one isn't my specialty. $750. I was about to say an hour. $750 a case.
This is a very interesting lawyer, because in that...
Just Google cheap lawyer near me. Hey, let me try that.
Testimony, you already have found out all you need to know. He's willing to take cases he doesn't know anything about. He's willing to take cases where it's not convenient for him to be. So he's in Los Angeles. The woman is in Fresno, and he had to go to Fresno to deal with the case. And according to the woman, the Fresno attorneys were very tight. You can read the other reviews. Here you have cap locks and your reviews from 2013 that he was professional, very professional. The same terms pop up over and over again. We did a live stream. On the live stream, there's actually a difference between the ava.com, that's the actual testimony, and his phrasing of the testimony.
I did just look on a random site because I wanted to see, because my first thought initially, I'm sorry, I'm kind of going off a bit of a tangent, not related to what he was just saying. But the one thing I was thinking, this is the Peterson law firm. To me, it almost feels odd to even, like, I feel like you would need a consultation or something to get some kind of a quote. To just have the quote posted on the website already feels a bit off, but I don't know. Maybe that's just like a driver for sales. They're salesmen at the end of the day.
So in the Ava.com, it mentions that he wasn't an expert in that type of law that he was going to help the woman with. And it mentions that he had to go to Fresno from Los
Don't worry, I wouldn't dox myself. I'm smarter than that.
Angeles and so on. So he actually cut. So he didn't copy and paste the testimony verbatim. He cut certain very important parts when he pasted it on his website, which you can look at today. Occasionally his website doesn't work. Many of the links are non-active. So I asked you another question. Here, you have another very interesting case, testimony, but I approached other attorneys.
What if Frogan's just getting scammed by her lawyer? Yeah, we're dealing with it. I just love that idea. Frogan's like, so I'm hearing about something called a default. So what's that? What's defaulting? Don't worry about that. Would you see that on the internet? Weren't you telling me about how those people are all liars? Come on.
But Braham was sensitive to my needs as a woman. I have been practicing IP law, mostly patents, but we do copyright now, for over a decade. I've never heard anyone say that one of the benefits of a male lawyer is he's sensitive to the needs of a woman. What does that even mean? It's weird. And it's definitely not something that you would copy and paste onto your website.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's just crazy. It's just such a crazy statement. I work freelance as a performer and don't post exact rates on my website. A lawyer doing it is so funny. The implication of it being a good deal. Yeah, that's my point, is like, it just seems so weird. And I feel like it implies that that's like it makes you think like that's a super good deal. Oh, $950, that's it? Like, oh, there's usually all these extra fees. But I feel like most people would know, like, oh, that sounds fishy. But I guess maybe not. Sounds like these might also be a little bit. I gotta be honest, I was a little confused what he was saying about the reviews, about them being cut up and stuff. That part was a little bit confusing to me. But all around, it seems like this guy might be a little bit of a scam artist, scam lawyer. That's what Lust said. I didn't say that. Lust said the words, "This lawyer is a scam artist." Those did not come from my mouth. No, how would I know? That's not something I could possibly know.
Website proudly displaying this. It is very strange. This lawyer is very strange. And we go back to the question I first asked you guys. What type of lawyer would want to be the lawyer on file for a default? The answer is nobody. Because you practice in that court. You will probably, if you do litigation or even if you do transactional, you probably will have to interact with that judge, that magistrate judge, and that district judge again. And default is lazy. That's like not turning in your homework. There's nothing that drives a teacher more mad. I mean, you can turn in a shitty piece of paper, get an F. That's at least better than not turning in a paper at all. So the most people who are non-lawyers, that's kind of an analogy. I always use like a high school analogy.
Does she pay the maximum if she defaults? I think the way it works is when they're like filing for the default, I think, do they establish then, or do they do it after? They might do that after. Well, I guess if it's a default judgment, that's the judgment. So I guess the judge would agree to whatever terms they've like issued in their filing or whatever. I would assume. And I guess that would be kind of like the ground, like part of the reasoning as to whether or not the judge would accept the default filing, or the default judgment. It's not a 100% guarantee for maximum damages. 150,000 plus damages plus lawyers' fees. Is that the? It's up to 200K, right? That's crazy. Does Frogan have that sitting around?
Because people can get that. The difference between getting an F on a paper and not turning in your paper is an F, you still probably get like 50% credit, 60. You can recover from this, right? Like, let's say you have 4 papers that, like 4 major papers that you had to turn in for your English class in high school. Well, if you get like a 50%, you can still pass the class. It's possible. But my mother effort, it is very hard when one of your papers is 0%. Let me repeat this again. A default is not turning in a paper and getting a 0. A 0. It's not an F. You know, an F is 60%, 50%. It's still possible to recover from a single F in your English class. It is not possible to recover from a 0, or very, very unlikely. What Frogan and this attorney, and no attorney would ever agree to this for any amount of money, because this reputes them in court. Braha's reputation is at a 0 now. No amount of money Frogan can pay him would be worth it. Now, what were his options? His options were really clear. Just drop Frogan as a client. Go to the judge and say, hey, my client is not responsive. I tried to contact her. What do you want me to do? There's nothing I can do. That's the solution. That should have happened. So the fact that that didn't happen here is very alarming. Like, the only explanation I can think of is he died. Now, if he, okay, again, you don't wish this upon your worst enemy, but if he passed away, then that would kind of explain, and that would definitely give Frogan extra time, and it would.
Ooh. Sorry, I accidentally. I was trying to pause for a second because I'm looking up here on the side, and I get what he's saying, that it's just. I don't know though. I mean, I get what he's saying, because he's saying from the perspective of somebody wanting to be a credible lawyer. But I think there's probably a good percentage of just scumbag lawyers that prey on the less fortunate. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case. But again, we don't know that for sure. But what I'm reading here is, if the court has already issued a default judgment, you are legally obligated to pay the full judgment amount. And then this is talking about creditors. Creditors are often open to settling for a lesser amount. But yeah, so the default judgment is just going to be you're paying whatever that judgment states. And I imagine that would, again, be based on the filing. I can be like Luss. I'll go to law school. No, I won't. Don't lie to them. Don't lie.
Recover from a single F in your English class. It is not possible to recover from a 0, or very, very unlikely. What Frogan and this attorney, and no attorney would ever agree to this for any amount of money, because this reputes them in court. Braha's reputation is at a 0 now. No amount of money Frogan can pay him would be worth it. Now, what were his options? His options were really clear. Just drop Frogan as a client. Go to the judge and say, hey, my client is not responsive. I tried to contact her. What do you want me to do? There's nothing I can do.
I feel like at this point, would it be too late for that? Because if they're already seeking a default judgment, wouldn't that maybe be like the point too far where you can no longer be like, hey, judge, can I get out of this? Your Honor, please.
That's the solution. That should have happened. So the fact that
you don't even have to go to law school to be a lawyer, you can do like interning basically, right? Can't you like go intern for a judge or something? You need like so many hours, I think is what it is, if you don't go to law school. But you still need to take the bar, I think, regardless. I think those hours are what qualify you for
that didn't happen here is very alarming.
That is a good, I mean, honestly, it's not a bad out. My lawyer died. How was I supposed to know? He stopped calling me and I just assumed everything was getting worked out just fine.
Like, the only explanation I can think of is he died. Now, if he, okay, again, you don't wish this upon your worst enemy, but if he passed away, then that would kind of explain, and that would definitely give Frogan extra time, and it would save her from default. But, like, what other explanation is there, right?
The long pauses over it, too, are so great. Like,
I don't know.
The only logical way out for me. I mean, the only thing that makes sense.
Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Hi, guys.
And then we have an update about Noah Samsen as well. Apparently, Noah Samsen is hiring a $700 an hour lawyer, which is probably a little smarter than $950 a case. But, another one. What's going on? James Charles did it again. They pushed it to 11:45. God. Why do they do this? Why must they do this to me every time? James Charles did it again. Britney Spears DUI body cam footage. H3 show number 273. Another one. But this, I guess I'll put up the poll now for that too. So this poll's over. Pick one power that only works sometimes. The one to win was talk to animals. That one started out slow, but it ended up taking the lead with 41%. Then teleportation and conjure any food tied for second with 26%, with invisibility coming in dead last with only 7%. That's kind of an interesting voting range there. Invisibility being, I guess invisibility, it's like, what's the use of it if it only works sometimes? All of a sudden I'm not invisible? Now what am I going to do? But we'll end that poll and start a new poll for how late will the H3 show start today. But we're also going to check out this video from Lus. Update, Ethan Klein versus Noah Samsen. Noah Samsen hires a $700 an hour lawyer. So let's check this out.
Hey guys, today we have an update about Ethan Klein versus Noah Samsen. It's not just Noah Samsen, it's also Samsen Creative LLC, which is probably the business. Now, when Billy Mitchell sued Carl Jobs, he didn't sue the business, Carl Jobs' business. I think it was like Carl Jobs Gaming LLC. So Carl Jobs declared bankruptcy while his YouTube channel is continuing to run. In the Reckless Ben bricks and minifigure drama, Reckless Ben sued the business. The business closed down and there was no money to be recovered, but he should have also sued the individuals, the owners of said business. So just a tad bit, this is why you hire a lawyer, to give you such knowledge. Always sue as many people and as many companies as you can. Plaintiff Ethan Klein and defendants Noah Samsen.
I'm sorry, I just saw what Kabir said. It makes it the scaling makes it look like James is a child sitting on Ethan's lap. That does make him look like that. But no. James Charles has hit the second minor. Stop being funnier than me. But sorry, let's get back into it. Gonna run it back just a little bit. Yeah, they pushed it to 11:45 as well, which is annoying. We have time. Things to do.
Oh, this is why you hire a lawyer to give you such.
Wait. I didn't notice that. James Charles. I'm sorry, I need to restart this whole Lust video. Oh god, the ADHD is taking over. I'm so sorry. Oh, we're gonna restart Lust from the beginning. James Charles. Because it doesn't even make sense for this. Like, it doesn't even make sense in the context, like, if it would need an apostrophe, but it doesn't. Great.
Hey guys, today we have a update about Ethan Klein versus Noah Samsen. It's not just Noah Samsen, it's also Samsen Creative LLC, which is probably the business. Now, when Billy Mitchell sued Carl Jobs, he didn't sue the business, Carl Jobs' business. I think it was like Carl Jobs Gaming LLC. So Carl Jobs declared bankruptcy while his YouTube channel is continuing to run. In the Reckless Ben bricks and minifigure drama, Reckless Ben sued the business. The business closed down and there was no money to be recovered, but he should have also sued the individuals, the owners of said business. So just a tad bit, this is why you hire a lawyer to give you such knowledge. Always sue as many people and as many companies as you can. Plaintiff Ethan Klein and defendants Noah Samsen and Samsen Creative stipulate the action was filed March 9th. Defendants were served on April 6th. Defendant's answer or other response is currently due May 6th. Defendants retained counsel on April 27th. Defendants' counsel required time to evaluate plaintiff's claims and to become familiar with the facts of the case, but will be abroad and not available to prepare a response between May 9th and May 25th, 2026. The parties agree that defendants' counsel's unavailability constitutes good cause for a change for the current response date.
That's kind of funny. Literally just being like, yeah, I'm going to be out of town. I'm going to be on vacation. Can we move this lawsuit like after I'm back?
Accordingly, it has been stipulated and jointly requested that it has been extended by 45 days. So the response will be June 22nd. Again, counsel is Deborah Drews. We are going to get into Deborah very soon. As per se, a lawyer can comment on other lawyers, whether or not they're good, bad, or somewhere in between. We've commented on H3 Snark, Leia. We've commented on, I guess, every lawyer, but most recently Frogan's lawyer. So why not dig a little deeper into the lawyer that's representing Noah? In today's live stream, Noah has, when you live stream for 4 days, some of it has been deleted, of course, but we have copies of it anyway. Ooh. When you live stream for 4 days, 9 hours a day, you're going to say some pretty crazy stuff. Just from the get-go, he tells you how much he pays his lawyer. He's paying her $700 an hour. There is a very large retainer of over $10,000. This is the lawyer in question. Now, this individual is not part of a bigger law firm. In fact, I was probably expecting something different. This is different.
Really, Noah? You couldn't have gotten like $500 an hour? That's money you're taking away from Palestinian aid. Let's not forget the wording of your GoFundMe.
Different. This is more similar to Frogan's lawyer. Frogan's lawyer has just his own page. There's no secretaries, paralegals, and it's just a...
Because, like, I think that's, like, the thing that needs to be remembered the most is that outside of Noah Samsen just being kind of like a degenerate for adding Palestinian aid into the conversation in regards to his lawsuit with his fundraising, I think it's also important to, like, really just think about how sorry, there's people talking outside. I'm hearing voices. Just don't want to be too loud. But not just remember how Noah Samsen is using Palestine to like gain money for his fundraiser, but how he's also with every like little bit of effort to ensure his comfort is also basically taking that money away from what he could be giving to like Palestinian aid for Palestinian aid. You get what I'm saying?
A bunch of his accomplishments.
They aren't outside, Captain. They're in your head. Don't listen to them. I wasn't listening to them. I just knew they were talking.
This is the same. I do not believe this is a multi-lawyer law firm. And the reason this matters is, like, as a lawyer, you're not going to work for like a single lawyer law firm. You're hoping to go to big law. Big law is 100, 200 lawyers or more. I did big law when I came out for a Chinese IP law firm, and it's very, very different than when you have your own business. Now, this is not to say that this individual is not a good lawyer. She may very well be an excellent lawyer. It is to say the individual's business model is more akin to Frogan's. Even if you look at Leah is a self-independent lawyer acting in a different law firm. So there's senior partners, there's junior partners, there's secretaries, there's paralegals. This seems to be just, of course, similar to Nika Brahma. And interestingly enough, this individual is also taking a vacation. I'm not saying that lawyers should not take vacations. Of course, they're allowed to take vacations. My lawyers never did. My lawyers were just working on the case the whole time. So there was no delays. There's already been a delay. And that's a symptom. I think when lawyers start delaying things 45 days, as we saw from Frogan's case, they had a extension of 90 days, and then now they're in default. Noah Samsen, they're delaying for 45 days. So...
But that delay is like... Did Frogan delay it for... Or no, she just never responded at all. Did Denham's delay? Denham's did delay a response, I think. Seems like that's at least a smart thing to do. Buy yourself a little bit of time at the very least. But just completely being like, no response. La 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 la. You know, it might work for some people, but I don't think it's going to work here.
Is this a good lawyer? Is this a bad lawyer? Time will tell. We're going to judge her based on her actions. She does seem to be a First Amendment litigator. Her recognitions are from 2018. Now, one thing about the law is the same about sports, is what have you done for me recently? So I think it's kind of funny to see like awards from 2018, 2015. I would even call them pre-COVID, right? COVID is very different. And we're in 2026. Have you won anything in 2025, 2024?
I've been dealing with a lot since COVID, man. The pandemic's really been fucking me up. It's still going on, right? See, I don't deny that the impacts are definitely still like the impacts of COVID are definitely still affecting people, but I do always find those statements funny, just a little bit. What are you talking about? COVID, it's been ever since COVID, and I'm like, dude, it's been 6 years. Again, like, I understand the impacts, but like, let's talk about the specifics here. Let's not just make it like kind of this vague. Ever since COVID.
Again, talking about the experiences and my opinion.
Exactly. COVID changed our whole timeline. You aren't special.
And hiring a lawyer, you want to see somebody do something recently. You don't want to see somebody do something in 2014. That's not going to help you at all. Right? The times were very different back then. I mean, geez, 12 years from 2014. So Noah, is Noah going to...
Look at this. Got the 1982 to 1984 reporter for the Los Angeles Herald-Examiner. Does that mean nothing to you?
Win? Is Noah going to lose? Is this the right lawyer for Noah? Right now, there's no trial, so let's call it pre-trial at $700 an hour. 700 hours is really reasonable. I wouldn't be surprised if Dennin's single lawyers cost $1,000 each, and see as 3 of them working on the case at the same time. This will be incredibly expensive for Noah, and I think he realizes this now. And the live stream we're going to do today, there are moments where it looks like somebody punched him in the face. He's shocked. He's almost paralyzed in fear. Yeah, the retainer was probably north of $10,000 for a lawyer at $700 an hour. It has to be. And that money is going to be gone so fast. You snap your fingers and you need another $10,000, $20,000 each invoice. Every single month, it could be that amount of money or more. Defamation, one of the most expensive types of lawsuit you can be sued under. And he's just realizing this now. And there was many flags, many warning signs for Noah. Cease and desist, for instance, would be a warning sign. And he ignored them. He continued to make videos about Ethan. He continued to make videos about Ethan's wife. This is the law firm. The law firm has a copyright date of 2018.
You can call me a genocide supporter, but you can't call me a genocide supporter.
I owned a marketing agency.
Both things are wrong. You can't talk about me or my wife. Get it straight, pal.
See, so you know.
Drew legal. Drew's legal. You spelled Drew wrong. DREW apostrophe S legal. Drew's legal.
We're going to break down this website and make sure every link works. And if links don't work, you already know, right? You already know, right? So this is our good friend Deborah. We're going to this is Noah's lawyer. Kind of looks like a older female version of Noah, to be quite honest with you. Deborah is...
I gotta be honest with you, Les. I don't see it. I really don't. Could she be a distant relative? Yes. But not all white people look the same, Les. Come on.
Quite accomplished.
We're better than this.
But there's no other lawyer. So this is the people. Just like Nika Brahma is one people, this is one people. There's no paralegals, secretaries, other lawyers mentioned at all. We will see if this ends better than Frogan.
You know, it's funny because if you really look at all of it, like you take a step back and look at it all, it's every time a whole lot of fist waving, and then once it hits the courts, it's like kind of moving along, next step, L's and L's and L's being handed out. But they just can't accept it. Sometimes you just got to bite the bullet. Did they fix the title? They kept They kept it the same spelling, but changed it and put capitals. That's just so funny to me. That means they respelled it out. They had to erase the whole thing, rewrite it again in capitals, and still put the apostrophe in there. Nice. Did anybody hear about what Pope Leo said about AI? Let's pull it up. Let's talk about that for a second while I've still got you here. Finish Les's video? Sorry, my bad.
Anyway, bye guys.
There you go. My bad. My bad. Got the bye, guys. Needed it. But here we have the full spell. I was about to call it a spooch. What's wrong with me? Full speech. Pope Leo. What's X? X is 10? I start getting confused because I'm like, what's 100? C? What's 50? 50 something. Was that the 14th? Leo the 14th? Yes? 14th. Pope Leo the 14th warns AI needs to be disarmed in explosive Vatican speech. AK 1B from DRM News. Pope Leo participates in a presentation of first AI-focused encyclical.
Humanitas. Santo Padre, le siamo grati per il dono di questa enciclica. Le siamo grati anche per la parola che ora ci vorrà rivolgere e le chiediamo infine di darci la sua benedizione apostolica. Grazie.
Dear brothers and sisters, I want to thank all of you for being here today, for your interest. I sincerely thank those who have organized this meeting today.
Hey man, cut it with the accent. You're from America. You're from Chicago. I seen that picture of you at the baseball game.
And especially those who have shared their competence and experience in the different reflections that we have listened to. In a special way, I'd like to thank Mr. Ola for accepting our invitation. In turn, in the name of the Church, I accept your invitation to walk together, to listen and to speak, and together to find the way for humanity in this time of artificial intelligence.
Got to talk about the through line. Where does it all connect? AI, humanity, the Terminator's coming. See, again, people talk about the Terminator. I'm afraid of RoboCop. I've said it once, I'll say it again. It's not going to be some robot. It's going to be a guy playing a video game with Neuralink. He's going to be like sitting in a room, just in a completely blacked out room in darkness, just in a chair, controlling like 3 different robots at once that are arresting people and like committing police brutality. And if one of them dies, if one of them drops because it got hit with like an EMP or something, you know, that robot drops and he just respawns in a new one. It's coming, I'm telling you. You heard it here first. Those are the ramblings of Captain Quasar. Take it away, Pope, please.
What a great sign of hope it is that with our differences, we can listen to one another. This interchange clearly bespeaks the gravity of the moment, as well as confidence that together we can discern the major questions of our time, and so the future of humanity. At key moments in history, the Church is called to decipher the new things in the light of the gospel and the dignity of the human being. 135 years ago, my venerable predecessor, Leo XIII, observed the situation of factory workers, their families uprooted, and new forms of poverty generated by rapid industrial transformation. He understood that the church could not remain distant. Within an epochal turning point menacing human dignity, the encyclical Rerum Novarum spoke its evangelical and social word about new things underway. Today, we find ourselves...
Anybody else feel like they're in church right now?
...facing a transformation of similar magnitude, with perhaps even greater consequences. Artificial intelligence already touches many areas of our lives and affects decisions that shape human coexistence. It is also dramatically changing how war is waged. Like the earlier Leo, I feel entrusted to look upon another huge transformation with eyes of faith, with lucidity of reason, with openness to mystery, and with cries of the poor and the earth resounding in my heart. Magnifica Humanitas was born from listening, like Leo XIII did. I've listened to scientists and engineers who work with sincere enthusiasm on technologies capable of alleviating immense suffering, to political leaders and public officials who have perseveringly sought just rules.
See, I think in general, it's like any tool. A hammer can be used to build a house or used to bash in someone's skull. Sorry to be a little graphic there, but you understand the point.
To parents and teachers who are deeply concerned for the future of younger generations. Other very troubling voices have also reached me about increasingly autonomous weapons systems, practically beyond any human reach to govern them effectively. I hear very troubling accounts of algorithms that can block access to healthcare, employment, and security on the basis of data tainted by prejudice and injustice.
I brought a Game Boy to church once. My mom was pissed. She said, God sees this. You don't understand. Once I got confirmed, they told me I didn't have to go if I didn't want to, and I've never gone since. See, if I ever went to church again, I haven't been to church in a long time, but I think I realized it towards the end of me really like going that, like with my family, is I was like, I'm an adult. Like, I think I must have been a teenager at that point, but it was just kind of like, if I want to go for a walk or like step out or something, I just can. As a child, you're forced there, and I think some adults force themselves, but it's like most of the time these things are on like speakers now. You can hear it if I go step outside for a minute, go catch some fresh air. But I will say that these popes, all these different priests and pastors, they need more charisma. They're a little too, they just, they talk along, they're too monotonous. We need Pope Hilarious back. I don't know if he was actually hilarious, but with a name like that, how could you not be? He could have been evil, who knows?
And I've heard the silence of those who have no voice when decisions are made. Decisions likely to generate new forms of exclusion and suffering. From this listening...
Oh, we did start. Thank you all for stopping in. I really do appreciate it. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. We do it every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so I'll see you back again then. I do appreciate you all. I appreciate all the people who watch, and I really appreciate all the members, new and old, gifted and recurring. You're all the best. Thank you all so much. We are going to finish this real quick, though, because I do think it's interesting. He basically just talks about, like I said, tools need to be used properly, or else we could become enslaved to them.
Matured a disturbing conviction expressed in Magnifica Humanitas.
Or you know what? I'm not going to watch the whole thing because it's from a news source. And I don't know if they'll claim it if I watch the whole thing. So we're gonna just call it here at 420. Ha ha ha. But thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Go check out his full speech because I did think it was quite interesting if you are interested in that. But I was mostly just pulling this up as some filler. I've got to be honest. But yes, we do have some good stuff we'll talk about on Friday. So I'll see you all then. This is Cap and Quasar signing off. I realized I need to go